Welcome to the Den, the Dark Entertainment Network. I'm the Gothic Rose, and this is the dark tale of the day. Let me take this moment to reintroduce myself. I am the Gothic Rose, hostess of the Dark Entertainment Network. This is a channel where the news meets conspiracy theories and makes babies in my brain, and it comes out my mouth. I do this because I enjoy it. If you like this type of content, please follow along, because I'm not going to stop. Welcome back, dear fiends of the Den. Let's continue our Haunted Hollywood series with the history of how it all began back in the early 1900s. The very interesting time in history, in 1910, when movie producers moved from the East Coast to the West Coast to escape none other than patent laws from Thomas Edison. I have to tell you, this is an incredible time in cinema history. And if you are just joining in, a new subscriber for the first time, thank you so much. I am loving putting this together for you. I'm a bit of a historian by nature, so let's start with all of this drama that started back in 1910. So, what happened from the East Coast, where the weather is iffy, to the sunny shores of California? Why did they choose the Hollywood area? It wasn't just because of the year round sunshine or these dramatic landscapes. No, no, no. This was also fueled by filmmakers escaping patent restrictions imposed by Thomas Edison's motion picture patent company back east. In Hollywood, they found the freedom to create, cheaper land, and a wealth of possibility to film in deserts, beaches, or mountains, all within a few miles of each other. East Coast, I'm going to go with the Buggles here. Video killed the radio star. MTV killed both the video star and the TV star. And Thomas Edison killed the Hollywood industry on the East Coast and brought it out to the West Coast. But it is kind of making a comeback. What I have heard in the industry from an insider is the Hollywood dream is dead. It's gone. The whole moving out to the West Coast golden age of Hollywood, that stopped literally back in the 50s and the 60s, and things are changing. California has become so expensive to film that they are going to places like Vancouver, Toronto, and now to London and other parts of the UK, where the BAFTAs are picking up steam. I find it interesting how the world has been shaped and continues to be shaped by a very, very few, very wealthy, influential group of men. It's always men. So here is what Thomas Edison had to do with shaping Hollywood. So he literally played a pivotal role in the early days of motion pictures through his patents and the formulation of the Motion Picture Patents Company, the MPPC, also known as the Edison Trust. So let's talk for a minute about the key points of the Edison Trust, or MPPC. Kinetographic and kinetoscope. So Edison patented the kinetograph, an early motion picture camera, in 1897. This invention, along with the kinetoscope, a viewing device, laid the groundwork for the motion picture industry. He had patent control. So Thomas Edison held many patents related to motion picture technology, including the sprocket system that moved perforated film through cameras. These patents gave him significant control over the industry. Also had control over the formation of the MPPC in 1908 Edison and all the other major film companies formed the MPPC to consolidate their control over the film industry. The MPPC's standardized film distribution and exhibition in the United States sought to limit competition by enforcing patent rights, and this was all on the East Coast. So the impact on the filmmakers by the MPPC's strict control led to many independent filmmakers to relocate to Hollywood, where enforcement of Edison's patents was weaker, and this migration continued to the rise of Hollywood as the center of the film industry. So then the MPPC started to decline because it faced legal challenges and was eventually dissolved in 1915 after losing a federal antitrust suit. And this marked the end of Thomas Edison's dominance in the film industry. And if you did not know about Thomas Edison and his involvement in the film industry, I am here to tell you, neither did I until this moment. I find this incredibly interesting, but it makes a lot of sense. So little by little, where these East Coast patent laws very much controlled by Thomas Edison were enforced strictly, and this migration happens over in the West Coast. Let's pop back now to the year 1911, when the first film studio in Hollywood started out. It's the Nestor Film Company, established 1911, and it was set up in the Blondo Tavern building at the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Gower Street. And the studio was part of the Centaur Film Company, founded by David and William Horsley. So the Hollywood location, Nestor Film Company, produced a variety of films, including one-reel westerns, dramas, and comedies. They were particularly known for their weekly production of the popular silent era Mutt and Jeff comedy shorts. The studio's diverse output showcased the potential for Hollywood as the hub of filmmaking. So this is really interesting because they were utilizing everything. And remember, this was still the silent film era. We didn't get the talkies until the 1920s. So Thomas Edison really, in my opinion, with this MPPC, gave independent directors the idea to now have all of the control, which is why I believe that a lot of Nepo babies, whether they're super talented, which some of them are, many of them are, and many of them are not, are in that world, because that's a way to just keep Hollywood elite exclusive and keep all the secrets in, because you see what happens when people go in and they don't stay in, all the secrets spill. Just check out any blind items. So we're going to go back and check out and research and find the history of everything that I can on all of these Hollywood studios from 1910 up until the year 2025. So this is going to be a really amazing deep dive. If you like this type of content, please hit the like button. Please leave a comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that great stuff. Thank you so much, because this passion project is really exciting me, and I hope you enjoy it too. Thank you for joining me in the den.